Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Trent. This is Rams Talk. Thank you for tuning in to the Rams Patriots game preview. Thursday night football coming at you. This is a Wednesday, giving you a little bit of time to digest this information before the game tomorrow night. Just coming off the heels of the Rams' impressive victory over the Cardinals, the palate cleanser, if you will. Now, if you are watching this video for the first time and you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you're watching this video for the second time and haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Someone actually said they're not going to subscribe to the channel until I get a better microphone. So I just switched it up, not for him, but just because I have to do this quick and dirty. Notice no intro music this time. I just got to record it quickly, upload it quickly, get it out there quickly. So anyways, thank you everyone that's watching, and thank you for all the comments and all the feedback on the last video. A lot of good stuff there. I'll try and get to your comments as soon as I can. You can also find me on Instagram at LA Rams Talk, Twitter at Real LA Rams Talk, the Fan to Fan Network, and Flick Chat app. Now, here we go. Patriots game. Now, I feel going into this game, Rams 8-4, Patriots 6-6. You look at the Patriots, you're like, their offense is sorry. You know, what do they have? Their defense isn't as prolific as it has been in the past. But really what you can do is you can take the records and throw them out the window. Throw them out the door, flush them down the toilet, you know, whatever you want to do. But the records do not matter in this game. To me, if you're the Rams, this game is all about pride. And for McVay and for Jared Goff, how much do you want this game? Are you ready for it now? That Super Bowl, I'm still talking about that Super Bowl. The Rams actually are 0-6 in their last 6 games against the Patriots, dating back to the first Super Bowl loss, 2002. So how much do you want this game? Are you prepared? What are you feeling? Are you ready for this? The Rams have Cooper Kupp for this game, so that's a huge plus. Didn't have him in the Super Bowl. I'm going to stop with all the Super Bowl comparisons. These are different teams. Rams have different players on both sides of the ball, same with the Patriots. So this is not that game. There's no Tom Brady. There's no Gronk. You know, this is a completely different roster. So let's get some injury news. First, Cam Akers and Michael Brockers are banged up, but Sean McVay said in a press conference today that he expects both of them to play. Brockers said he's feeling good. In terms of Terrell Lewis, he is questionable, but it seems like from what McVay said that they're going to take it easy on him and probably give him another week to rest, and might as well give him the week after that off too, because it's against the Jets, so no need to rush back. So that's just some injury news. The Patriots are doing the same thing. Everyone on the roster for the Patriots had limited practice. So I mean, you know, this is the same Belichick kind of thing. Everyone's got, hey, you have a hangnail, you're on the injury report. So that's what's going on there. In terms of scheduling, this is, I think, another way the Rams just get jobbed with a schedule. They got jobbed both games against San Francisco. They get five East Coast trips. Is it like 4 before the bye, and then 1 right after against Tampa Bay. But also this one. So this is a home game for the Rams, and the Rams have traveled farther to get to this home game than the Patriots did, because the Patriots played the Chargers last week. They don't go anywhere. The Rams went to Arizona, came back. It's a small flight, not a big deal. Southwest, 1 hour, boom, boom, you're back. But still, the Rams had to travel more to get back home to play a home game than the Patriots had to travel away to the West Coast. So anyways, I mean, hey, I understand logistically it makes sense for the Patriots, but I mean, and it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, 1 hour flight, but still, you know, Patriots, of course, they're going to have a mini advantage in that regard. Speaking of that game against the Chargers for the Patriots, I mean, to me, that's Anthony Lynn is gone. The Patriots pretty much put the nail in Anthony Lynn's coffin. That game surprised me. 45-0 against the Chargers. The Chargers are 3-9. Their record, they are what they are. But I mean, they're not. They shouldn't have lost 45-0 at home to the Patriots, this year's Patriots. That's crazy. Like, just digest that. Imagine if the Rams beat a team 45-0. How much of a butt kicking that would be, right? And this is not the Jets. The Jets aren't losing 45-0. I mean, so let's just say the Chargers are cooked. And just to let you kind of let you in on this, the defense and the special teams for the Patriots were very impressive. I'm going to be talking a lot about the Patriots special teams, but equally as terrible were the Chargers special teams. The Patriots punted 5 times, and the Chargers had the wrong number of players on the field 3 out of those 5 times. How does that happen? How does that happen? I mean, I'm sorry I'm deviating. The Chargers meltdown, like, you know, I have nothing against the Chargers personally. It's just when people say the Chargers are the LA's team, I was like, come on. Like, the Chargers are a joke. The Patriots scored twice with special teams, one on a blocked field goal, one on a punt return, and they had 2 interceptions in that game. And I mean, so the Patriots special teams is good. I will give them that, no problem. But this game against the Chargers, I think the Chargers special teams were equally as bad, because some of this is just, it's laughable. The Patriots also are 4-1 in their last 5 games, averaging 27 points per game, allowing only 17 points per game, and are +3 in turnover differential. Granted, one of those games is the Jets, then you had the Chargers, the Ravens they might have beat, and then they lost to the Texans, and I can't remember the other game, but anyways, they're 500 now. I don't think they're a playoff team, but they're playing hard. They're playing well. They're on a roll right now. But New England, you're not playing the Chargers on Thursday night. You're playing the big boys. You're playing varsity now. Okay. Now, Patriots fans, if you're watching this, probably say, "Yeah, well, we own you." Yeah, you did. You do. But you know what I'm telling you right now? Rams are going to flip the script. The streak, the 6-game win streak you have against the Rams, the streak is over come Thursday night. You know, I vacillated between, this could be a game the Patriots win. They could, but they're not going to. The Rams have this one. You know, I'm telling you why. Because, you know, Belichick versus McVay and Goff. The Rams have, I'm sure McVay and Goff for the last 2 years have been stewing on that Super Bowl. And ever since then, Brian Flores, Joe Judge, Matt Patricia, well, not Matt Patricia, was before the Super Bowl, but these coaches, these defensive coaches, I feel like they have sharpened the Rams' iron. After every one of these games that they play, they come out stronger, they learn something. There's like a new wrinkle exposed and unveiled to the Rams and McVay, and it's just like this crazy head mental chess game between the two right now of McVay thinking, okay, Belichick's going to throw this, or this look and that look, and we have to be ready for everything. Where in the Super Bowl, McVay went in there and basically said, I'm doing this, and Belichick said, oh, no, you're not, and McVay had nothing. He could not respond. We've talked about this in other games where McVay just didn't make the adjustments, and I think, well, coming into this season, they made that adjustment. The Miami game happened, kind of caught him off guard, I feel, and then came out of that game and made the adjustment. So I feel like the Rams now, it's like they're awake to it. They are keen to what Belichick can do, especially now with the defense that he has. And you know Belichick is studying the 49ers game and the Miami game, and he's looking at like what are these things that other teams have done well to limit the Rams' offense. And you know, he's probably looking at bringing pressure. He's even said the Rams are really good on 1st and 2nd down. So you know he's going to look at those tendencies that the Rams have on 1st and 2nd down and try and eliminate them. You know, you always hear he tries to take something away, tries to take the best thing away. What would you say the best thing about the Rams is? Offensively, you know, is it the running the ball? Is it the passes? Is it Cooper Kupp? Is it Robert Woods? Is it pressure? You know, what is it? Because I feel like, you know, pressure really is the only thing What the 49ers did is they put everyone on the line, and then the second level, so the linebackers, so they brought up the safeties and the cornerbacks, and everyone was just right there, kind of mucking up the intermediate, the short and intermediate parts of the field. I think that's kind of where they're going to go with this, because they don't really blitz a lot. In fact, they're 23rd in the league, and they blitz 24% of the time. The Rams actually blitz more than the Patriots. You know, the Miami Dolphins are the team that blitzes the most. And so, I mean, this is kind of, I really don't know what Belichick's going to try and do, but I am confident that McVay has a couple different game plans ready to go and to activate depending on which way Belichick goes. And I just feel they're not deer in the headlights with Belichick in this game, right? That is over. The Super Bowl experience is over. This is a fresh look. I will say, though, the Patriots defense, when you look at it, the most impressive part is the secondary. So Stephon Gilmore, J.C. Jackson, Jonathan Jones, Devin McCourty, Adrian Phillips, very, very extremely solid secondary, probably top 3, top 5 in the league. So that's going to be, I think, the tough matchup for the Rams. You know, how much are those guys going to come up and try and take or blitz or try and take the short passes away? To me, I'm going to be really interested in seeing how that plays out. Now going to the rushing attack for their special teams. Let's go special teams. So special teams, their punter is good. Their field goal kicker Nick Folk is good. Their return guy Gunner is good. They're just very disciplined. They actually go out and spend money on special teams. Like they're a team and a franchise that has always viewed special teams as really like, you know, you have your offense, your defense, and your special teams. It's not kind of the redheaded stepchild of the team, of the different divisions of the team. And it's just as important. In fact, I mean, look at Joe Judge. Joe Judge was our special teams coach. He goes over to the Giants, you know, and look what's happening over there. So special teams, they take it extremely seriously. And I mean, that was the difference really in the game against the Chargers last week. So their special teams is really good. Conversely, the Rams special team, I feel like the kicking has gotten on. Like Johnny Hecker's great. I'm not too worried about Matt Gay right now. I'm not getting on to Simba Webster for fumbling the ball. He just isn't electric. A viewer mentioned, why am I getting on to Simba Webster, giving Jared Goff a pass? I wasn't really getting on to Simba Webster. I just don't think he is electric as a returner. And the fumble I don't have a problem with because he doesn't have a problem fumbling. So, sorry. But the coverage, to me, it's the punting team coverage, the punt coverage. So when Hecker has to boom it out there, we just have to limit the return. And that's really it. And no turnovers from Webster. And I think our special teams will be okay. We just have to correct the fumble and the coverage issues that we've had. Now, the Patriots is no surprise. They're going to run the ball. They're terrible throwing the ball. They're going to run the ball. They are first in the NFL in rush attempts, 398. They're third in yards, and they're second in touchdowns. So, you know, there you go. The Rams, I think, are top 3 in rush defense in terms of yards per game. I mean, they were right on point with Arizona last week. But I want to say the Patriots, they're third in rushing yards per game at 151, and they average 4.6 yards per carry. So the Rams are averaging defense allowed about 92, 93. It's pretty much the same deal against Arizona. So the only difference is the mobile quarterbacks are different. You have the twitchy, small Kyler Murray. You have the bigger Cam Newton. And so, you know, that's just going to be a different challenge. Cam Newton is not as quick, but he's a bulldozer. But I think this is like a perfect Ashawn Robinson game, Sebastian Joseph Day. I mean, I feel like the Rams defense is ready. To me, this is just a similar situation to most games that the Rams play. I'm not worried about the Rams defense in this game. I'm worried about the Rams offense. So the Rams defense, I think, will show up because the Patriots offense is horrid. I mean, yeah, they run the ball, but they're one-dimensional. You know, Cam Newton, their passing is terrible. Cam Newton, He's last in attempts per game at 26. He's second to last in throwing yards per game, 87. He's averaging 87 yards per game in the air. I mean, like, that's impossible. I don't even know how that's possible. Is that even true? I saw that, but that doesn't even look right now. He has 5 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. I mean, what the heck? Passer rating is 80.3. That's last. But he does have 11 rushing touchdowns. So that's Cam Newton for you. So, yeah, pop quiz. Who is the Patriots' leading receiver? Don't Google it. Just think about it. Type the comment. I'll give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Damiere Byrd. Have you ever even heard of that guy? Damiere Byrd? Be honest. It's okay if you haven't. No one has. Okay? That's their passing offense. Running the ball, they got Damian Harris, Cam Newton, Rex Burkhead, Sony Michel, James White. So that's what's coming. That's what's coming. Their offensive line is pretty solid. You know, Aaron Donald hasn't had really much of an impact against the 49 or against the Patriots. The Super Bowl, he didn't. Well, he had that sack against Tom Brady, but I feel like Bill Belichick will probably find a way to neutralize, run away from him, or throw passes in his direction. But I feel like in terms of the Rams defense, you're going to see our secondary also creep up. John Johnson, he leads the team in tackles. Jalen Ramsey's going to play in the start position, so kind of line up in the slot. He's going to be around the ball a lot. So our secondary can kind of step up and maybe they can jump some routes. But yeah, I mean, let's just get in. I'm gonna wrap this up because I didn't have time to go full bore into all the stats, just trying to get this out there. But these are going to be my keys to the game. Number 1, what are Boy Scouts? What's a Boy Scout motto? Be prepared. I know that because I'm a Boy Scout. I'm an Eagle Scout, by the way. For you that don't know that, I'm an Eagle Scout. Be prepared. McVay, Jared Goff, tap in to your inner Boy Scout and be prepared. Know what's coming, right? This isn't the Super Bowl, blinded by the bright lights. You know what's coming. You've got pride. You remember that. Flip the script. Get the W. Be prepared. Know what's coming. Stop the run. That's what's coming. We all know it. Can the Rams stop the Patriots' running attack? No turnovers. Or 1, but no turnovers. Preferably no turnovers. Jared Goff, they're going to try and confuse Jared Goff. Don't throw any interceptions. Don't have any stupid fumbles. Balance. We all know I like to talk about balance. Balance. Once again, balance. Run the ball, pass the ball. But if you find that one's working and you're flowing with it, go with it. Let's see 30 rush attempts. I think we can make that happen and improve on special teams, okay? Punt coverage, make our field goals, no fumble, clean game. That's it. That's it. You do those things, Rams, you're going to come out with a victory, but I'm booking it. This is a Rams win. And I'm only saying this maybe because I'm overcompensating for my insecurity regarding Bill Belichick, okay? Well, we can talk about this. It's a safe space. But I just feel like the line must be drawn here, right? This is it. If the Rams can't win this game, then Belichick owns McVay. Granted, it's only 2 games, but this is a pride game. So, anyways, tell me what you think. The Rams are a more talented team. That isn't up for debate. But it's what will throw the records out the window. What will Bill Belichick do? I mean, they still lost 6 games. It's not like this is the all-star roster that they had and team that they've had. So, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't watched another video. I really appreciate everything you guys are bringing to the table with Rams Talk. And I can't wait for the game on Thursday night. So, I'm going to wrap it up. You know how it goes. Go Rams.